Hello. Hello, everybody. It's 11 o'clock and it's Pacific time. Time to start another Verbling class. So if you see the Join Class button at the top of the chat box, then please come in and we will get started here. Hi there, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. Hi, Philippe. Hi, Manuel.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Are you on vacation right now from
Yes.
school? Yeah.
Yes,
exactly. Good. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Diego.
Hello.
Hello.
How are
So,
you?
I'm doing well. Okay, it looks like people are joining. I'm going to review how the class works. So everybody who's looking at the Verbling window right now, it's under the live classes. So if you'd like to come into the Google chat, you can click on the Join Class button. We might be getting full here pretty soon. So once we are full, then it'll say class is full. What happens sometimes is that people need to drop out. And so if you need to drop out, that's fine. And then that'll make another spot available for people. And so if you see that the button is available again, then you can click on it to join the class. If you don't get into the Google Hangout part of the class, then you can participate over here on the side in the Verbling chat. I also have a Google Doc that we're going to go over today to kind of guide our discussion. So I'll put that up there in a minute and everybody can look at that. If I hear some background noise from your mic or something's going on in the room that you're in or something, then I'll mute you just so that it'll be a little bit quiet when people are talking, and then you can unmute yourself when it's your time if you're muted. So I want to welcome everybody. Some of us celebrated Christmas yesterday in some places. So I hope you had a good Christmas, and now everybody's, I think, going to be celebrating the new year pretty soon. So that's a fun time. Some of us are on vacation. If you're a student, maybe you're on vacation right now. If you're working, you probably have to still be working. Today we're going to practice some reading again and do some comprehension questions, and then we're going to discuss. And the topic is education. And I have a brief article, it's not a very long article, it's short, on a little report on the education system in Finland. Apparently, some people think that it is the best one. So let me see if I have that available here. So that's should be the link to that document. Just putting that out there first. You guys can take a look at it, and now we're going to ask people to introduce themselves first, and just tell us your name and what country you're from, and you can tell us whether or not you celebrated Christmas and if you had a good time. So we'll just take a couple of 1 minute each or so to introduce ourselves and say a little bit about ourselves. My name is Lisa, and I live in Washington State in the United States. It's in the Pacific Northwest, which is just below Canada, actually. It's in the farthest northernmost western part of the United States, except for Alaska, which isn't attached. So the weather here has been kind of cold and rainy. We did not get any snow here for Christmas, but we had a good time. I have 3 kids, so it's always fun for the kids to open up presents and stuff. So we had a good time. All right, Alex, how about you go first?
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from Republic of Georgia. We don't celebrate Christmas in December, so for some reason we celebrate it in January 7th.
Is that Epiphany? The King's? Is that when you exchange gifts or give the gifts to the children?
Yeah, it's like elsewhere in the world. It's a Christmas with with Christmas tree and everything.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of 2 weeks later than everywhere else.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why.
Okay.
So,
Great. So are you looking forward to that then?
yeah, sure.
Do you have any kids?
No.
Nope. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Diego, how about you? How are you?
Hello, Lisa. I'm good. I'm from Colombia. I live in Bucaramanga. It's a city in Colombia, of course. I don't have any children, but I have a beautiful cat. Female
Nice.
cat. Yes. Okay, I have 5 cats.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And the weather here is cool. Bucaramanga is very cool. It has a very cool weather. And I'm here because I want to meet people and I want to improve my English.
Wonderful.
And yeah, and I hope you can help us.
Okay.
And happy Merry Christmas for everybody.
Thank you. Is Cucaramanga, is that in the mountains or is it
No,
near?
no. It's I don't know how to say meset. I don't know. There are a lot of mountains around it.
Oh, okay, a valley maybe?
Sorry?
Is it a valley maybe?
No.
No.
A plain. It's a plain,
Oh, plain. Okay, flat area. Yeah.
a flat area. Yeah.
Is it near the beach at all?
No. We are far away from it, and
Oh,
we
okay.
have to wait to travel to Cartagena or Barranquilla.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. Oh, thank you for sharing. Welcome to the
Okay.
class. Hi,
Thank you.
Philip.
Yeah. Hi everybody, my name is Philip.
Hi.
I'm from Poland. And yesterday and today I celebrate Christmas. Yeah. And
Did you
yeah,
get?
the weather. Huh?
Yeah. How's the weather in Poland right now?
Weather? It's not special like in summer, in winter, because a few days ago start winter time, but the temperature last week go to up. Now
Oh.
it's almost plus 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's pretty warm, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Florin or Florin? Are you
Yes,
there?
hello. Yes,
Hi.
my name is Florin. I'm from Eastern Europe, from Romania. I live in Bucharest, which is the capital city of Romania. And yes, I'm Christian too, so we celebrate Christmas. Actually, we have already celebrated
Yeah.
because it's 26th right now here.
It's over now. Did you do you give gifts to each other as part of celebrating Christmas?
Yes.
Good. Okay, wonderful. Ismail, how are you doing?
Fine, Lisa.
Tell us where you are.
I am Ismail from Turkey. I am 40 years old and I have a son, 5 years old.
Wonderful.
It was a foggy day in Ankara today.
Ah,
The weather was not so cold, but everywhere was mist.
yeah, it was misty.
Misty, yes.
Yeah. Did you have to work today?
Yes,
Yeah.
I work today.
Do you work outside of the home or do you work from home?
I work outside of my home.
Okay, great.
It was ordinary day for me.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't celebrate Christmas. I tried to join in verbling classes yesterday night, but
No
The-
classes.
there weren't any class.
Yeah.
And I read the messages, some Christmas messages, and I remembered that it was Christmas.
Yeah, probably people were celebrating somewhere. They were too busy to give English classes.
Yes.
It was a holiday. Yes. Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Hi
Thank you.
there. Jorge, how are you?
Uh, Hello, I'm very fine, thank you. Hello, everyone. Okay,
Hello.
I have no religion. I'm from Spain. I don't
Uh-huh.
like I don't like Christmas. I don't like any religion. I can say I hate all religion, but no. I prefer to respect some religion. Okay, my family celebrate religion, but I don't celebrate. In Spain, Christmas means spend money. I,
Yes.
I don't know
Hi.
if in other countries you spend money. Maybe you are less. You don't spend money, but in Spain we spend them too much money. We have 5 million unemployed people, five
Yeah.
millions,
Yes.
My
and the
God.
people spend money. Okay, Christmas is very beautiful.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And Manuel, who's also from Spain, from the Canary Islands. How are you doing today?
Yes, what I'm doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thanks.
Did you have a
Uh,
good Christmas?
yes, I have passed the last Christmas with my parents in love,
Mm-hmm.
my sister in love, my daughter 5 years old, my wife. Take a big dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I take some kilogram.
Yeah. And are you on vacation or are you back to work today?
No, I am working today.
Okay.
I work it today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Welcome. Maria Jose, how are you doing?
Fine, and you, Lisa, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay, I celebrated Christmas with all my family, and this year we decided that we made our gift by ourselves, so I we don't we didn't spend a lot of money.
All right. Nice.
So it's a good option when you don't have a lot of money to do it. So
Yeah. Great. Wonderful. Did people?
yeah, I'm from Neiva, and it's a warm city, very warm city.
Uh-huh.
We have, I don't know, like 40 degrees today.
Oh my gosh.
So
Wow.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
it's very, yeah, it's very, very warm. So it's all the time the same weather, but we used to it,
Uh-huh.
so it's
You're
normal
used to.
for us. Yeah,
Yeah. In what country is that?
in
Colombia.
Colombia,
Oh, in
from
Colombia. Okay.
Colombia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Great. Well, you guys are lucky.
yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. How did it go with the handmade gifts? Did everybody like their gifts?
Yes, but some gifts are a little weird because they don't have form
Yeah.
definition form.
Yeah.
But we do it with the heart, so
Yes. Good.
so it was that account.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
People
So
people appreciated that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. All right. Wonderful. Okay, Raya, are you there? Raya or Raya?
Yes, yes,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't celebrate Christmas. I'm not Christian, but I got holidays on Christmas. So
Uh-huh.
I am on vacation right now and
Nice.
I'm enjoying the vacation. Yeah, my college is closed.
And where are you from?
I'm from India.
And do you say your name Raya or Ria? Or how do you say your name?
No, it's Ria.
Ria. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. And have you been on any verbling
Yeah.
classes before?
Yes, yes. I have joined I think 4 or 5 classes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great.
But with you, I think it's the first class.
Yeah, I think so. Welcome. What time is it in India right now?
It's 12:45 a.m.
Oh, okay. the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so today I wanted to start off with a little bit of a reading. And so was everybody able to open up the Google Doc that has the reading? It's a little article titled Finland has World's Best Education System. I'm going to share it here in the screen so that the people who are watching, because it looks like we have some people watching, they will be able. Okay, come on, go in there. There you go. Just make sure. Everybody see that there?
Yes.
Okay, let me just. All right. Okay, who would like to read?
Me.
Let's see.
Me.
Alex?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Diego.
How about Alex, you read, hold on here, I'm going to get it back in there. So it's not a very long article, so I'm going to make some different parts here. So Alex, why don't you read the first part that I'm going to put in blue.
Okay.
And then Diego, you can read the next part that is black,
Okay.
and then we'll see. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Alex.
Finland has the world's best education system. A new report into world education shows Finland has the best system. The global study is called The Learning Curve and is from the British magazine The Economist. It aims to help governments provide a better education to students. The 52-page report looked at the education system in 50 countries.
Okay. Researchers analyzed millions of statistics on exam grades, literacy rates, attendance, and university graduation rates. Asia did well in the report, with South Korea, Hong Kong, Japan, and Singapore finishing second, third, fourth, and fifth. The United States came 17th in the study, while Mexico, Brazil, and Indonesia filled the bottom three positions in the top 50.
Okay. So let's see here. I'll do this part. Okay, Philip, how about you read that green part there?
Okay. The learning curve report on 5 things that education leaders should remember. The first is spending lots of money on schools and teachers does not always mean students will learn. Students is the good teacher are essentially to high quality education.
Okay, great. And Florin, how about you read the next part that's in black right here?
Okay. The reports. The report said teachers should be treated as the valuable professionals they are, not as technicians in a huge educational machine. Numbers 3 and 4 are that a country culture must have a strong focus on the importance of education, and parents have a key part to play.
Okay.
Finally, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's let Ismail read a little bit here.
Yeah.
Ismail? Hi. You want to read that last part there that's in... You're so there. Jorge, how about you go? Yeah, just Jorge, can you read that last sentence there?
Okay.
Finally.
Finally, countries need to educate for the future, not just the present. The report said many of today's job titles simply did not exist 20 years ago.
Okay. Good. All right. So now we're going to go back through it. And actually, we're going to have people read it one more time so that everybody gets a chance to read here. Where did that go up? So I'm going to ask Ismail.
Yes,
And this time when you're listening to the other students reading, please make a note of anything that you don't understand, because after this reading, we're going to go through the article and make sure that we understand it, answer some questions about it, and then we'll move on to a topic of discussion around education, and I'll be asking you all some questions about it. So how about Ismail, why don't you read the blue part from the beginning again, and then Manuel, you can read the next part, the part in black, okay?
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Finland has world's best
education
system. A new report into world education shows Finland has the best system. The global study is called The Learning Curve and is from the British magazine The Economist. It aims to help governments provide a better education to students. The 52-page report looks at the education system in 50 countries.
Okay, thank you. Manuel.
Researchers analyzed millions of statistics.
Yeah, that was right. Statistics on
on exam grades, literacy rates, attendance, and university graduation rate. Asia did well in the report, with South Korea, Hong Kong, Japan, and Singapore finishing second, third, fourth, and fifth. The United States kept 17 in the study, while Mexico, Brazil, and Indonesia filled the bottom 3 positions in the top 50.
Okay, wonderful. And Maria Jose, why don't you read the green part?
Okay. The Learning Curve report on 5 things that education leaders should remember. The first is that spending a lot of money on schools and the teachers does not always means students will learn. Second is that good teachers are essential to high quality education.
Wonderful. And Ria, how about you read the part in the black there?
Yes. The report says teachers should be treated as the valuable professionals they are, not as technicians in a huge educational machine. Numbers 3 and 4 are that a country's culture must have a strong focus on the importance of education, and parents have a key part to play.
Okay, great. And I'll read the last part here that says, finally, countries need to educate for the future, not just the present. The report said many of today's job titles simply did not exist 20 years ago. Okay. So, does anybody, before we start discussing, does anybody have any questions at all to start? No questions? All right. So, is everybody familiar with where Finland is, the country of Finland?
Sorry, teacher, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, Diego, yes.
I have a question about the first question.
Okay.
It says, what springs? What is the meaning of this word, springs? It is a verb, but I don't know. I think it is what points.
Okay. Where is it in the report, in the article?
Say the first question. What is the meaning of spring?
Oh, springs. Yeah, okay. We're not there yet. First, let's go over the article, and then I'm going to explain that in the first sentence, for the first question. You went ahead. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Maria Jose has to go for a minute. That's okay. Okay, so a new report into world education shows Finland has the best system. So they're saying that they think that Finland has the best education system in the world. How do you think that they examined that? What did they analyze to determine that? Alex, what does it tell us what they analyzed to determine this this statement that they have the best system?
They analyzed statistics on exam grades, literacy rates, attendance, and university graduation rates.
Okay. So that's important when you're reading an article. It's important to understand what we're talking about. So they're talking about telling us that this particular education system in Finland is good, but it's based on these statistics. Does everybody understand the word statistics? Anybody need definition of that? Different data, different information about this? So it's exam grades, so the grades the scores that people get on their exam. Does everybody understand the word literacy? What does literacy mean? Ria, do you know what that means?
Yeah, it's a rate that how many people are literate.
Yes, so to be literate means that you can read, okay? And it means you can read functionally. So that means you can read at least a newspaper, you can understand forms, you can get by in the day-to-day world. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have a high literacy, it just means you have some literacy. But if they're analyzing these statistics, then they're realizing that there's, in Finland, for example, they probably found that most people, probably nearly 100% people are literate, you could say. And that means that they know how to read. Okay, attendance. Diego, what does attendance mean?
Attendance. Let me think.
Comes from the verb to attend.
The act of being present, for example, in a meeting or event.
Exactly. Yeah. So in this particular article, they're talking about schools. So it means going to school. So the people who come to school regularly. So in some places, kids come to school every single day and they're there all the time learning. And then in other places, they might have found that kids skip school or they don't spend very much time in school. So that's also another thing, is how many people are attending school regularly. And then the last one is graduation from university. Graduation. Philip, what does graduation mean?
That means how many people finish the university.
Right, they finish.
How many people get a diploma?
Yeah, right. How many people actually finished and got a diploma? It could, from the university. So that's another higher level of education, is the university level. Okay? All right, so that's one of the things. What was the reason that they made this report?
Perhaps the reason is what.
Will you repeat?
Yes.
To help the governments to provide a better education.
So they're saying in this article, and this is a good point about going back and finding the answer here. So, Manuel, you were starting to answer the question. Why did they write this report? What do they think it's going to do?
Well, can you repeat, please? I don't hear.
Yeah, I thought you were answering the question, why did they do this report? Why are they trying to provide this information?
I think this is a study that perhaps helps some country to improve the education system.
Right.
It's a good study, I think.
Yes, so they're trying to find out what works in education, right? So they're trying to just, and how many countries did they examine? Diego.
Oh, sorry, I was writing an answer.
Okay, sure.
What is the question? What did they make this report?
How many countries did they study? That's the question.
How many countries?
Yeah, I'll write it in the chat. How many countries did they look at?
Okay, okay, I think I could understand it. Okay, in the report we can find South Korea, Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, Mexico, Brazil, Indonesia. Yeah.
And how many total?
50. Oops. Okay.
Yeah, right
50
there.
countries. Yeah. Okay.
I'm highlighting it for you. So yes, so this study, they looked at 50 different countries, and those were the things that they looked at: the exam grades, the literacy rates, the attendance, and the university graduation. So what were
I wanted to name
uh-huh.
every of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're working on your answer to the other questions already. Okay, Alex. Alex, what are some of the countries that did well on this in this report? What countries? Give me an example of a couple of countries.
Asia did well. Wait, Asia is not a country.
Right.
Japan and Singapore finishing second and third, and also the United States came 17th. Well, not particularly well.
No, not particularly well. Okay, good. So this is where I would look right here. We said Asia did well, and these are some of the countries in Asia that did well on this particular report: South Korea, Hong Kong, Japan, and Singapore. The United States came in 17th, so maybe some people would think that it should be higher. And then some of the countries that were still in the top 50, because obviously there's many more countries they did not look at, but they were Mexico, Brazil, and Indonesia. Okay. So it says here that the learning curve reported on 5 things that education leaders should remember. So what were, hi Eleni, she's viewing. Okay, Philip, what is one thing that that this report said that educators should remember? Look back in this part here in the green part.
The answer is in next sentence. The first is the spending lots of money on school and okay.
Right.
That is doesn't matter. Okay.
So that's one of the reasons that spending lots of money on schools and teachers does not always mean students will learn. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to remember. Money is not necessarily the answer to all the problems. Florine, what's another thing that they want educators to remember from this study?
The second thing is that teachers should be professional, high quality education.
Yes, good. They want high quality teachers. The good teachers are essential. What does the word essential mean? Maria Jose, do you know the word essential?
Like important, like vital, something
yes.
Important.
Yeah. So they're very important. They're essential. It means that without them, you won't be able to have a high-quality education. It's something that's very important that you need to have. It's something you need. Okay? Great. All right, Elena, you made it into the class. Welcome. Elena's joining us from Greece, but I don't hear you. You have to turn on your microphone or something. All right, we're continuing on with this article. So I guess what they're saying is in some communities, some countries, maybe the teachers are not very professional, or they're not treated as important, or they're not valued. And so this report is telling us that it's important to value the teachers as professionals. And what else? Let's see. Ismail, what would be another thing that they want you to remember to learn from this report? It's in this paragraph right here where it says numbers 3 and 4. What's another thing that's important to remember?
We should remember that the teachers are the most important thing in the education subject, and we should respect them. And we don't behave against them that they are like a technician from education machine.
Right. So they're important, and they're not just technicians. Another one here Does everybody see this? What does it mean to have a strong focus on the importance of education?
That the country that somebody lives makes an important, I don't know, important effect to the education, like, I don't know, socialism in Venezuela or Cuba has have a lot of I don't know, of influence about education in these countries.
Okay.
So maybe is this.
Yes.
I think that, for example,
Manuel?
it means that all the children have to go to the school. For example, when they are 6 years old until 18 years old. During this time, this child not work. So the child is not permitted to work. The child.
Yes. Yes, I think that would be a good definition of that. So if a country has a strong focus on the importance of education, then they might do something what Manuel is saying. They might make education mandatory for students from a young age to maybe 18, and they make it easy for them to go to school, and they make the schools good. So they have it's important to them. So that would be a strong focus. You could use that in another context. You might have a strong focus on health and exercise, so that means you might value exercise, and you might make a point to do something regularly to exercise, for example, if you have a strong focus on that. All right, and the last part that they are mentioning here is that parents, what is the role that the parents play? What does it mean to have a key part? A key part.
Parents need to impart the importance of education into their children, because the children spend a lot of time at their home with parents.
Yes. Good. So they're saying, just like Ria just told us, parents play an important role. That means they also need to help the kids get a good education and support the education and let them know how important it is for them. Okay? And then the last, did you want to say something, Manuel?
Yes, I think that it is not only role of the teacher to teach the children, but it's too role of the parents for the education their children.
Yes. Yes.
Not only the teacher learn to the children. The parents have the opportunity, have the obligation to learn the children too.
Yes, that's what they're saying. So, and then finally, the last sentence there is just saying that we need to educate for the future, not just the present. What is that? What would that look like, do you think, Diego? What would it mean to educate for the future?
Educate for the future.
I think.
Okay, who wants to talk?
Yeah, Diego, go ahead, and then other people can answer too.
Okay, Diego. Okay. For me, education for the future means that, for example, students have to have a good education. For example, the things they learn, they can use it, or they can use them in the daily life. For example, if a student is taking, for example, medicine, so it is very important that the education that he is taking be very special, or we can have a good professional. I understand education for the future. I understand it that way.
Okay, great. And so what they're saying here in this very last sentence, which is true for many people, is that many of today's job titles simply did not exist 20 years ago. So they're realizing that, something like an internet marketer, for example, that's a job that did not exist, maybe 20 or 30 years ago, and all kinds of jobs in the technology industry did not exist. Maybe some in the biomedical fields. So every day, like Eleni, who's in the chat right now, new jobs are coming up all the time and new skills. So it's maybe tough to predict, but there are certain things that getting a good education for the future, not just the present. So while some things might be good right now and we're using them, there might be things that kids these days need to learn that maybe you didn't learn when you were in school. For example, when I was in school, there was no internet. So there is an internet now, and so to be able to use the internet is an important skill right now, and then also probably for the future as well. Just sticking with books and writing on paper might not be the best education for everybody. Okay, let's see. We have some new people that.
On this side, we can make a lot of money using the internet. For example, yesterday I was looking for a job for me, and I could that we can make money through Facebook. For example, I don't know why it works, but I agree with you. Okay? With you, Seth.
Yeah, so that's okay. So now we went through the article. It sounds like everybody understood it. I'm actually going to skip the first question because I want to get to the other one, but I want to answer your question. This one says, what springs to mind? So what that means, Diego, is just like, what do you think about when you hear the word education? But I think that would be an interesting question, but what I'm more interested in, because we're going to be short on time, is what do you think of the education in your country? So I want to ask everybody to maybe limit your answer to about 1 minute so that we all have time to answer this. But you can remind us what country you're in, and then just tell us what you think. Do you think it's doing a good job? Do you think there are places where it could do a better job? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? You can kind of explain it to us, how it works if you want to. So Alex, I'll start with you. And there's a few people that are coming in, so the new people, I'll give you the Google Doc chat. The Google Doc link is in the chat if you want to look at it again. But the question is, what do you think of the education system in your country? Alex.
Right. In Georgia, education system is in a pretty sad state. It's been degrading since about 20 years ago, and the best teachers left the country, and so the students didn't have enough resources to kind of make to become better than the previous generation. So each next generation of students has been getting worse than the previous one. And today it's by the world standards, it's probably, if they measured as the other countries, it would be in the lower, I don't know, in the lower 30 or 20 countries perhaps. So it's pretty grim situation here.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. We'll get back to you with some more questions about that. Okay, so I see Cousin Russell is there, but are you going to be joining us or not? I think in the chat you said you're not. So how about Damla? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi there. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing well. What country are you from, and what do you think of the education system in your country?
First of all, as everybody knows that education is a major factor in lifting people out of the poverty. And when I compared in the past, education system is better than before now. And everybody try to be inquiring mind and investigate everything thoroughly in my country. And the concept of the university entrance system has totally changed. And now everything based on more logic.
Mm. And what country
That's
are
all.
you in?
I'm from Turkey.
Okay, great. So you're saying that your education system is getting better and better.
Yes.
Great. Okay. And Diego, how about you? What do you think of your country's education system?
Okay, look, in Colombia, the education is neither good nor bad because sometimes we need to go into details about some topics or subject, for example, physics, biology, or things like that. We have an exam. The students have an exam called ICFES or Prueba del Saber Knowing Proofs. Okay, but this is not the answer to know if a student has a good level or doesn't. And I think Colombia has to get better in the education.
Okay. Thank you. Eleni, you're there. Hi.
Hello. I managed to get in.
Okay.
So in Greece, the education system faces many problems. It's not perfect. It's really far from perfection. However, even here, the market defines the rules. So you can see that some subjects are more in demand than others. And even here we are, how can I say it, we are oriented to the needs of the global market, you know. However, some parents still want their children to be public servants. That this is really a profession that has passed away.
Yeah.
Maybe. So, in general, there is also a tendency to privatize, you know, the public education system. And these are the bad news. So here there is a national debate. Some people are pro and others are con to this. We haven't reached a final decision, but you know, this tendency exists.
Okay, thank you. Florin, how about you? How is your country's educational system?
I think we have also a lot of problems, but the main problem is that the system is underfinanced by the government. I mean, they don't spend too much money on education. That's the main problem, and sometimes, not always, but you know, teachers are unmotivated because they have too many problems. They get too little money, so they cannot solve their personal problems, so they are not that interested in teaching students. Not all of them, but I've seen some of them. But I think we have a good education system, especially in medicine, computers, and engineering.
Yeah. And remind us what country you're in?
I'm from Romania. Romania.
Okay, great. Thank you. Ismail, how about your country's educational system? What do you think?
I am from Turkey. We have a 12-year compulsory education systems in schools. there are state schools and we have also private schools. I think our heavy problem about education is the changing problem. Everything is change in every year.
Yeah.
We have same government since 2002, and we had 3 different national education ministerium, and every minister has changed in your government time everything. The yes.
So the Minister of Education, every time there's a new one, they make a lot of changes, so it keeps...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we have the same government, but the ministers is changing and everything is changing.
So does that make it better or more confusing?
I think it is not better.
Okay.
I think more confusing. The exam system is changing. For example, I was going to school at 7 years old, and I have to send my son at 6 months, and our school infrastructure is not ready. I think for this children.
Yeah.
And I have to send my son. There is no option.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Maria Jose, how about, what do you think of
about my system? In Colombia, there are 2 different words. One is the public education and other is the private education.
Yeah.
So because of this, we have a huge gap between the education between the two scenarios, because private education is more I don't know efficiency that the private that the public education. Es decir, it means that private is better than public. So we need to close, or we need to find a solution for this gap, because we have an excellent people about knowledge, but we have bad people, so there is a gap.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And Munir, you just joined us. Are you there? Munir? Okay, and Stoy. Okay, Munir, you're there.
This is my first class.
Okay, hi. You're just getting in on the end of it.
Hi,
so
it is my first.
What country are you from?
Morocco.
Morocco. What do you think of the education system in Morocco?
Morocco have two group, private and public. For the parents, for children has a good education, going to school private, because in school private have the good education, the good teacher, the good I don't have any, what is English, the good system to teach.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, thank you for coming in. We only have about 5 more minutes in the class, but you made it in the last few minutes. I'm going to another person who just joined. Stoy, are you there? Valikova. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. We only have a few minutes left, so here's another one. I'm gonna ask you quickly. You can just tell me yes or no, and then we'll go to another question. But were you happy or unhappy with your education that you got in school in your country? Were you happy or unhappy with it overall? Alex.
Yeah, overall I'm pretty happy.
Okay. What about you, Diego? Were you happy or unhappy about the education you got?
I am not happy. I think
Not happy.
we can get better.
Yeah. Okay. Elena, how about you?
Actually, it could have been better.
Uh-huh.
And I always have the hope for my son to be better educated.
Mm-hmm. And your son is, how old is your son?
He's only 2 years old.
And when will he have to start school? What age?
Actually, he goes to nursery school because I'm working and I cannot take care of him during the mornings.
Uh-huh.
So he must, it's obligatory since, okay, again, it's obligatory from 6 years of age.
Okay, all right. And Florine, how about you? Were you happy or unhappy with your education?
Definitely I'm happy, yes.
Okay, good. Munir, how about you? Happy, unhappy? Munir?
I'm not happy.
Not happy? What could have been better?
Yes.
What could have been better?
Because I don't have a lot of money to go into to school private. That's it.
Okay. And Story, are you there now?
Yes,
Hi. What country are you from?
I'm from Bulgaria.
Okay. And what do you think about your country's education system?
I think that before 20 years it was better. Now it's not very good.
Why do you think it's not very good now? What happened?
Because yes, the systems maybe is different in our country, and it's not very good.
And were you happy with your education or not happy?
I'm happy from mine.
Okay. Well, obviously you guys are all educating yourselves even more now by being in the Verbling classes. So you guys are what we call self-motivated students. That means you take it upon yourself to get the education that you want and to learn the things that are important to you. So we only have 2 more minutes left in the class, so I want to know, what do you think one thing that schools should be teaching for sure now in schools? What should be taught in schools everywhere? Alex, do you have an opinion about what would be something good that all students should be learning nowadays?
Well, we're in a computer society, so internet and technology in general should be paid more attention to.
Okay. Diego, how about you? What do you think would be important for a good education today?
Okay, for me, it's important to learn languages like English or Chinese, and everything about computers.
Okay. Great. Elena, what about you? What do you think would be important?
I certainly agree with Diego. And I would say it would be useful to have a subject like how to make an app, an application for iPhones or Windows 7, I don't know. Because there's the money.
Where is the money? Right. Okay, good. And Florine, how about you? Something that you think would be important for students to learn today?
Computers and communication technologies.
Communication technologies. All right. Okay, and let's see. We had Mohammed, you just joined us. Are you there? Okay, and Stoy, are you there?
Yes.
What do you think would be important for students to learn?
Of course, languages and computers, and of course they have to have a good teachers.
Okay, great. All right. Okay, everybody, thank you. There were more questions that if you want to work with that article a little bit and ask yourself some questions, maybe practice writing or just answering them yourself. It's good stuff to talk about, and we could probably do another class on different education systems and stuff because I find it very interesting, so maybe you do too. Thank you, everybody. This class is now going to be over. There's going to be another class up, I think, coming up with, nope, not yet. Not until 3 o'clock, so sorry about that, you guys. You'll have to go find something else to do. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.